It's me, RaiYA. I am the writer of No Boys Allowed. Thank you for joining us again today. I have one of my best bombshells with me, Dondria. And today we're going to talk about being able to identify which type of woman you are, whether you are a sheep or whether you are a wolf. Now, let me just say that this girl right here is like the queen of being able to let you know pretty much how to tune into which one you are. And she's a wolf, by the way. I'm kind of a wolf too. She doesn't like to give me that credit, but I am. So, okay, so basically, can we just like break it down to them like what the difference between the sheep and the wolf is?
Okay, well, just by animalistic definition, or a difference between the two. A sheep, can be very naive, and they just follow their friends. And even if they see some danger, they don't have that thing in their head that clicks and say, oh, hey, this is dangerous. Maybe I should stop. No, they just keep going without even thinking about consequences or outcomes other than I'm just following who's in front of me. A wolf. On the other hand, they're carnivores, and it's basic instinct for them to be protective,
very aggressive,
tactful.
Yes.
And they gotta have game, little game, because they gotta persuade the sheep to follow them.
Right.
One day I just was talking about it, and that's what made sense to me when I think about relationships and people that are more experienced, have the game, got the street sense, and know how to deal with different people in different situations, and then other people that don't have a clue and need help.
Yeah. When trying to determine whether you are a sheep or a wolf, because you're either one or the other. Right. Now, it is possible to have similar characteristics of the opposite.
Yes.
It is. So you can be sheepish wolf and wolfish sheep.
Because I can be a sheep with certain people, but I'm not a sheep with everybody.
With everybody, right. Now, in order to bring this full circle and apply it to relationships, okay. Now here's the thing, okay. A sheep in a relationship, let's say you're dealing with a guy, and the way that I look at it is like a sheep is more likely to give second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances, and so on and so forth. They really can't see danger coming, even when it's right around the corner. And even if they suspect that something is not right or fishy, they will continue to keep going towards it, being optimistic, hoping and thinking that maybe it's something other than what they're really thinking. Hoping that it's not so bad, that maybe there's an opportunity for them to change it around, for them to make it better, for them to do something different. As far as the wolf is concerned, if they see something that's not right, they're like, yeah, we're going to stop it right there, wrap this up, and we'll holler at you on the other side.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the benefits of being a sheep are more in touch with your emotions. You are more forgiving, you're more optimistic. When guys mess up, they have a better chance with you, pretty much, because you're the one that wants to see things work out. You want to fix things. You're the fixer-upper. A wolf, on the other hand, it takes a wolf to meet a wolf. And as far as a guy's concerned, if you're messing around with someone that has wolf instincts and who is a wolf, he's the aggressor, you're probably more of the sheep. Because usually in relationships, it's only one wolf and it's only one sheep. And if both of you are the same, then I don't know. Yeah.
I guess you could have two wolves. Now, two sheep, I don't see that happening. But I guess you could have two wolves. But it is like that thing. Like there's always one person that's more in love than the other. Yeah. One person that has
It's what keeps the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what keeps the balance.
Yeah.
But I would say that as a wolf, I think that you are more in control of your situation and your relationships. You have a better control of your emotions. You're not so quick to let people get over on you because you are in touch with being able to recognize when something is not right. Being able to say, he ain't slick.
Right. Which I say all the time.
Yeah. It's a great thing to be able to be a wolf. It is, because it means that you're the one that's least likely to get hurt in a relationship if you're a wolf. Sheep, on the other hand, you're in your feelings a lot. And understand this, it's not a bad thing to be a sheep. And it's not a bad thing to be a wolf. It's very beneficial if you can kind of cross over with characteristic traits. So if you're thinking to yourself, you know, I'm a sheep. I want to know more on how to be a wolf, how I can become in touch with that aggressive side of myself, the side that was protective and doesn't allow people to hurt me easily, and, you know, that the one that remains in control of the emotions and knows how to handle those situations when they go bad. Or if you're a wolf and says, you know, thinking that, you know, I want to learn how to be more emotional, more in touch with my emotional side. Maybe I'm too harsh, maybe I'm too hard, and maybe I need to soften up a little bit. How would we kind of tell them how to get to that point as far as, you know, toughening up a sheep and softening up a wolf?
Okay. Well, I mean, I would just, well, okay, I think it's easier to explain to a wolf how to be more of a sheep or have more sheep characteristics, because it's just, you know, just be more open. You know, it's okay to have emotion.
Not too much.
I mean, yeah, but it's okay to have emotion. Just have an open mind and open up, you know, let somebody in. Because, you know, you really don't want to be too much of a wolf, because then you have those women that don't let anybody in. And the men get frustrated and then they leave them because they're like, okay, you know, you could be too stubborn for love, basically. Yeah. So
and then you got the situation too where sometimes men don't want to feel like they're dating another man.
Yes.
So that can be an issue too.
So it's definitely important. I mean, I would just say to just, for me, to become or to be sheep-like with somebody, it comes naturally. If it's somebody that I feel is important enough to hold my heart, then they automatically get a lot of sheepness from me.
Ladies, you have to know which guy is the right guy to be a sheep with.
Yeah.
Because if you choose the wrong guy, all he's going to do is tear you to shreds, okay? Rip you up, break you down, play on your feelings and your emotions, take advantage of the situation because he knows that you care and he knows that you're emotionally attached and that your bond to him is like this, and that most of the time you're going to let him do whatever he wants because he knows he has you like that. So just recognizing which is the right guy, the perfect guy to be able to let down that barrier and sheep with. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess for a sheep to kind of explain how to be more wolf-like, I mean,
toughen your ass up.
Yeah, but
toughen up.
That's easier said than done, isn't it?
But you learn the hard way, don't you?
You do.
Yes,
you do learn the hard way.
You learn after you have sheeped yourself out to the point where it doesn't do any good to be a sheep. So
100% sheep.
100% sheep. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You gotta get some tough skin. You can't believe every little line or every little something that somebody says. You gotta keep them. You gotta kind of be mysterious. Keep them guessing. Because if they think that they figured you out, then
use it to their advantage every time.
So I feel like if you keep them mysterious, keep them guessing, then they won't know how to really come at you. As far as, you know, trying to take advantage of you or, I don't know, treat you bad.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when trying to determine which type of woman you are, you need to ask yourself, am I a sheep or am I a wolf? How you determine whether you are a sheep or whether you are a wolf is by asking yourself about your characteristic traits. Are you emotional? Can you easily care about somebody 1 minute, and the minute that they do something wrong, you can cut your emotions off? Because wolves, they're kind of emotionally detached in a way.
And I think, well, the majority, I'm a Capricorn, she's a Capricorn. I would say the majority of Capricorns I know, I think we're all wolves. She on the other end of the Capricorn spectrum. But like I said, most of the Capricorns I know, they're very detached anyway and don't easily show emotion. So, woo woo, Capricorns.
Now, I am a December Capricorn. She is a January Capricorn. What we have established through the years is that December Capricorns and January Capricorns are completely different.
Yes.
Very strong-minded.
Mm-hmm.
We both love to be in control. That's a strong Capricorn trait. We love to be in control. Don't like not knowing. Like, there is no not knowing what's going on. Like, you have to always know what's going on and be in control of the situation. And when you're not in control of the situation, then it kind of gets, that's where it gets tricky, you know, where that wolf sheep plays in. Because if you're a wolf and not in control, you're going to be like, yeah, I need to figure out how to
gain control.
Yeah. And if you're a sheep Capricorn, not in control, you can kind of lose yourself in emotion, you know, especially if that person has you tied into your emotions a lot. But yeah, the questions that you may want to ask yourself if you're trying to, you know, tap into that wolf nature, if you're about that life, you about that life, you know.
About that life. And
you want to go from sheep to tapping into that wolfism, then you may want to start where would they start? And if they said, you know what, I'm a sheep, but I'm tired of being the sheep, and I want to be more of live that wolf lifestyle, then, you know.
Well, let's see. Honestly, I would say learn to be a little bit more selfish. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't take that in a negative tense, because I don't mean never give, never, you know, just be an a-hole. But be a little bit more selfish with yourself, because once you do that, I think you change your mindset of what you think you deserve, what what you put up with. It changes when you're a little selfish. And I might be a little bit too selfish, but ain't nobody finna play me. So, you know, I'm working on it though, because everything you need a balance. Yeah. Too much of anything is not good. So with everything you need a balance. But yes, learn to be a little bit more selfish with yourself. And then y'all know the movie Yes Man, when he had to say yes to everything. No. Say no. Like, you need to make it an experiment and say no. No.
Just take a week and just say no to everything. No. And the thing about a sheep is they don't like to say no, because they don't know how it's going to affect the other person. They don't know how that person's going to feel. Right. Whereas a wolf will say no and don't give a damn how you feel about it, because that's what they feel. And that's what, you know.
And you're going to respect it.
So, you know, trying to get over into that wolf pack is, it's very, let me say, she's always been a wolf, okay? She and a couple of other my friends kind of taught me how to adapt that whole wolf nature. Just, it's hard being surrounded by wolves and you not become a wolf, because either you're going to join them or they're going to tear your ass apart. Okay? And trust me, you don't want to just let them tear you apart. It's not nice.
It's not good.
But it's hard because you kind of have to change the way you think and the way you do things and the way you respond to a lot of things. It is what it is, you know?
I always kill them with kindness. I kind of have a smart mouth, but it's always with a little kindness, like with a smiley face or something.
She is sarcastic.
You know, I'm not tripping. But I know.
So, you know, if you're trying to transition over or combine some of those characteristics into your own self, then you have to ask yourself those questions. How are you like? How do you respond to things? You know, how do you react? You know, are you easily affected? Are you emotional? Like, and if you answer yes to the emotions and yes when you're easily affected and, you know, you go off the deep end when things happen, then those are the things you need to reevaluate, and those are the things you need to try to turn around, because that will be the determining factor whether you can be the wolf that you want to be or not. Yeah. So ask yourself, are you a sheep or are you a wolf? We would love to see what you think of yourself. You can leave all comments and questions below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Until the next time,
may the wolves be with you.
Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave your comments. Ooh. Thank you for joining me. I am RaiYA, the writer behind NoBoysAllowed.net. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please please feel free to leave all comments below. Please feel free to leave all comments below, and I will respond as soon as I can. Thank you for joining me, and until next time.